An inscribed angle in a circle is slightly different than a central angle. Now, the key word in central angle is central. It basically tells you where your angle is at. A central angle is, well, at the center of a circle. Now, if you can kind of imagine grabbing a hold of that vertex and moving it back, right, what that would do to the shape of the angle. So if I pulled this vertex back, what we're trying to do is look at how this angle compares to this angle. Now, they are related, but they're different. So the word inscribed literally means drawn inside. I have an angle that is drawn inside of a circle. So the vertex, the pointy part of the angle, is way back here on the circle. So this angle ABC is inscribed for the circle Z. Now, there's a whole bunch of different inscribed angles. That's just this particular one. And to throw out a little bit of vocabulary here, the sides of the angle, right, this piece here, AB, and this piece here, CB, those are chords of the circle. That'll come back into play later, but just kind of, refresh on the vocab. So the way an inscribed angle is related to the arc that it cuts off is that the angle is half of the arc measure. So if this is, say, to give you a number here, let's say this is 100 degrees. This angle back here is 50 degrees. So it's not as straightforward as the relationship we did last, the central angles and arcs, but it is a pretty straightforward one. So what you're going to have to do here is multiply or divide by 2 depending on which measurement I give you. If I give you the angle, you multiply by 2 to get the arc. If I give you the arc, you're going to divide by 2 to get the angle. Back and forth. That's all you've got to be able to do. So ultimately, I'm going to be asking for an angle measurement or an arc measurement. This is for a little activity I had planned in class, so we'll skip that for this video. Okay, so just a couple of really straightforward ones. I've got an 82-degree angle here on the inside. I'm going to multiply that to get a 164-degree arc, right? Just times 2. That's all I did. No tricky math, no equations to solve. You're just multiplying or dividing by 2. This one, I've got this big 150-degree arc on the outside here. So I'm going to divide that guy by 2 to come inside. The angle is 75 degrees. I'm including these in here simply because I tried to weed out some of the pictures that were funky on your homework, but there might be 1 or 2 that slip through. So what I'm looking at is I'm trying to find this angle here, the one that has the question mark in it. Now, there are some extra lines in there that I don't necessarily need. So I realize that that's not real helpful for you guys trying to do this online, but if you could kind of highlight the angle, that's what we're really trying to do here. So I need this angle back here. So I'm going to take my arc, my 72-degree arc, and I'm going to divide it by 2 to come in. The angle on the inside is 36 degrees. Again, I've got some extra lines here. Don't necessarily need them. I've got a 66-degree angle. So I'm going to double that to come outside. That is 132 degrees. That's it. In or out. I do believe that there's one problem on your homework that gives you, say, this measures 80 and this measures, 70, and you've got to try and find the angle. Like, they don't give you this. So what you would have to do is find the arc on the outside and then divide it in half. It's just going back and playing with the whole arc measure thing from the other day.